Hello everybody, welcome back. We're coming to the end of term 3 and yes, it's revision time. So what I want you to do is remember we take everything with us. So we're going to do the revision of the previous terms together with this one. So we're just adding it on every time. Okay, so this is the first section will be on the interpreting of graphs. So I want you to read this carefully and then answer the questions at the bottom. I have given you the answers at the afterwards, so please try this on your own first. So just the things to remember, there's a graph on the next slide of Jackie's performance in the school marathon. There's the distance in kilometer in the y-axis. There's the time and hours at the bottom. And then they ask us questions like how many hours did it take her to run 30 kilometers? After 2 hours, how many kilometers had she run? And how long did it take her to run 25 kilometers? So I want you to look at this, answer the questions, and then check your answers on the next slide. Okay? Right, so I'm going to skip over to the next question. A cup of coffee is left for 20 minutes in the staff room where the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius. The graph is on the next slide. Now again, this is our graph and they ask us some questions. What is the temperature of the coffee after 5 minutes? After how many minutes does the coffee cool down to 50 degrees Celsius? And as the time increases, does the temperature of the coffee increase or decrease? So again, I want you to look at this, honestly answer the questions. If you don't understand what you must do, please go back to the previous lessons when we discuss this to make sure that you understand it. Then you answer the question and then you check your answer on the next slide, and I'm going to move on quickly. Okay. Also, question 4, we have to do the volume and the surface area of 3D objects, specifically prism, cube prism, and rectangular prisms. Okay, so this candle is a square prism. So what did we say about a square prism? The base is a square. Remember that. I hope you can. Again, if you can't, go back to the previous lesson. So we don't need to know two sides. We only need one side because it's a square. So that's my hint and my tip to you. And they tell us that the candle is 50 centimeters high and they're giving us the volume. So now they ask us to find the length of one of these sides of the square. So remember, if we find the base, we just take the square of that to find the one side. And they also ask us to find the surface area. So I'm just going to quickly guide you here. Remember, the volume equals base times height. So the base times height is 15. So we divide the volume because we've got to get the base on the one side. And if we get the answer, we get the square root of that, which is 8. So the length of the side of each of the squares will be 8 centimeters. And remember how I said to you in one of the previous lessons when we did this? You can always now reverse it, right? And work out the volume now that you know that the base is 8, the width is 8, the length is 8, and the height is 15. Now you can go back and work out the volume and see if it will work back to 960 cubic centimeters. Okay, now that you know this, you can find the surface area on your own. Just a reminder, remember our formula. So you just slot in the numbers in the formula, and what must we remember? The answer will be in centimeters square. Okay, right, so the next one, Savannah has a water bottle that is a rectangular prism. The bottle measures 7 by 5 by 18, okay, and she filled it completely with water. Then she drank a quarter of the volume of the water in her water bottle. Now they want to know how many cubic centimeters of water were left in the water bottle. Now you can recall we've done this example. So I'm not going to help you here. So I want you to do this. Again, they ask us the surface area as well. So now I'm not going to help you. I want you to please complete this. Go back to the previous lessons if you cannot remember what to do. And then when you're done, you check your answer. Okay. And that is the end of your revision. Remember, you do this together with term 2 and term 1's revision. And good luck. No, not good luck. If you work hard, you will do well in the exam. See you next time.